Chapter 9, Boxes and Sketches. Today we are going to learn about geometrical nets, or we can say cutouts, and we'll specially focus on the nets of a cube and a cuboid. Let's begin with the definition of the term geometrical nets. A geometrical net is a two-dimensional shape that can be folded into a 3D shape or a solid. When a solid shape is laid out flat, showing all its faces, the pattern we get is called a net. Just have a look, everybody. This is what? This is a shape. It has got length and breadth, but it hasn't got any thickness. Clear, everyone? Now, in this shape, you are also able to see all the faces of a solid shape. And shall I fold it for you? Now, the same 2D shape is looking like a triangular prism. So, when a 2D shape like this, where you can see all the faces, and it can be folded into a 3D shape or a solid shape, such a pattern or design or a cutout is called a geometrical net. Clear, everyone? Now, before we learn to draw the nets of a cube and a cuboid, let us learn about its properties. Now, properties of nets of a cube and a cuboid. You first need to know these basic things, and then only you will be able to draw a net yourself. The first thing you need to know is the number of faces. The number of faces in a cube and cuboid are equal. They are 6. But there is a difference in both. In a cube, all the faces are equal squares. First thing is, all the faces are square in shape, and these squares are similar to each other. They are of equal size. Now, in a cuboid, faces are rectangular. Either all the 6 faces are rectangular, or 4 of them are rectangular and 2 are square in shape. You will come to know when I am going to draw a few nets. Why is it so? Clear, everybody? Now we move to the number of edges. The number of edges in a cube and cuboid are same. They are 12. But in a cube, length is equal to breadth is equal to height. All the 3 dimensions are equal in a cube, as all its faces are equal squares. Now, in a cuboid, the dimensions are different. Clear, everybody? Now, the third thing is number of corners. The number of corners in a cube and cuboid are same. They are 8. Students, let's learn how to draw the net of a cuboid. And we begin with a closed cuboidal box. Now, what is a closed cuboidal box? A cuboidal box which has got all the 6 faces is called a closed cuboidal box. Like I have this chalk box, and what do you observe? That it has got all the 6 faces, and that is why such a box is called a closed cuboidal box. Now, while making the net or cutout of a closed cuboidal box, we need to keep a few things in mind. The first one is that it should have all the 6 faces. Now, this is what? Students, this is the cutout of the same cuboidal box. What do you observe? That it has got 6 faces. This is face 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So, the first condition is fulfilled, that the net of a closed cuboidal box should have 6 faces. Now, these red lines, they are defining the boundary of the net, and these blue lines are the lines at which these faces fold like this, like this. Clear, everyone? Now, second thing while drawing the net is that the alternate faces, that means leave one in between. Face 1 should be equal to face 3. Face 2 should be equal to face 4. Similarly, face 5 should be equal to face 6. But what is the reason? Children, when we are going to fold this net, we will observe that these alternate faces, they are actually the opposite faces of this closed cuboidal box. And in a cuboidal box, the opposite faces are equal. Clear? Now, if you see that face 1 is the opposite face of 3, face 2 is opposite to face 4, and face 5 is opposite to face 6. That is why the alternate faces, like here, face 1 should be equal to face 3, face 2 should be equal to face 4, and face 5 should be equal to face 6. Now, these 4 faces are required to be drawn in a line like this, but while drawing the side faces, you again need to keep a few things in mind. Here in this cutout, I have drawn the side faces beside face 2. Clear? Now, while drawing the length of the side faces, I made sure that it is equal to the breadth of face 1 or face 3. And while drawing the breadth of the side face, I made sure that it is equal to the breadth of the face beside which I had drawn the side faces. That means the breadth should be equal to the breadth of face 2 or face 4. Why? Because these two faces are equal. Have you understood? When these 4 faces and the alternate faces are equal, then the side faces will be rectangular in shape. But what will happen if these 4 faces in a line, they are all equal rectangles? Then what would happen? Let me show you one more cutout. So this is the cutout I was talking about, and what do you observe? That these 4 faces in a line, they are equal rectangles. So while drawing the side faces, again we will keep the same thing in mind. I have drawn it beside face 2. So the length of the side face will be equal to the breadth of face 1 or face 3 because they are equal. And the breadth of the side face will be equal to the breadth of face 2 or face 4. But here, the breadth of all the faces are equal. And that is why the length of the side face is also equal to the breadth of the side face, and that is why we have got squares as its side faces. Shall I show you one such solid shape? Now what do you observe? That these faces, they are equal rectangles, and that is why if you look at the side faces, they are square in shape. Have you all understood? So, let me explain the nets drawn here. The first question is, draw 2 nets of a closed cuboidal box. Children, in the first net, what do you observe? These faces in a line here, in these faces, the alternate faces are equal. Face 1 is equal to face 3. Face 2 is equal to face 4. So in such a case, the side faces are also going to be rectangles. beside face 4. So the length of the side face will be equal to the breadth of face 1 or face 3. And the breadth of the side face will be equal to the breadth of the face beside which I had drawn them. That means the breadth of face 4 or face 2. Is it clear to everyone? Now we move to the second net. In this net, these 4 faces which are in a line, they are equal rectangles. And I drew the side faces beside face 3. So the length of the side face will be equal to the breadth of face 2 or face 4. And the breadth of this face will be equal to the breadth of face 3 or face 1. But here, as the breadth of all the 4 faces is equal, that is why the length of side face is equal to the breadth of the side face, and they are square in shape. I hope it is clear to everybody. Now let me tell you one more thing. It's not compulsory that you draw both the side faces beside one face. It's up to you. I could have drawn the 6th face here also, keeping the same thing in mind, that the length should be equal to the breadth of face 1 and face 3, and the breadth of this face should be equal to the breadth of the face beside which I have drawn it. Clear everyone? So it is all our choice. The way we want, we can draw the side faces. Remember that both the side faces should not come on the same side. It's not feasible that I draw both the side faces here. Then it is going to be wrong. One face should be on the right side and the other should be on the left side. Now second thing, why do we have these dotted lines here? Beta, same rule. These dotted lines show the lines at which these faces are going to fold. Students, in second question, we are asked to draw 2 nets of an open cuboidal box. Now, what is an open cuboidal box? When out of the 6 faces, any one face is missing, then if we fold that net, we will get an open cuboidal box. Like, if I have this net with me, then what do I observe? I have face 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6th one is missing. And I fold it. Then what am I going to get, children? I am going to get an open cuboidal box whose one side face is missing. Clear? Similarly, if I have this net, then how many faces do you observe? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And I fold it into a box, then what will I observe, children? That again I have one open cuboidal box whose front face is missing. Have you all understood? Now just observe here. We have 4 faces in a line here. We have one right face, but the 6th face on the left side is missing. So this net will fold into an open cuboidal box. But remember, you need to keep the same rules in mind while drawing the net of an open cuboidal box. Face 1 here is equal to face 3. Face 2 here is equal to face 4. And while drawing this one right side face, I kept the same things in mind, that the length of this face will be equal to the breadth of face 1 or face 3. And the breadth of this face is equal to the breadth of the side, which I have drawn this side face. Now look at this one. Here we have got both the side faces, but in place of 4 faces in a line, this time we have 3 faces. So here these 3 faces are equal, and that is why the side faces are square in shape, children. Because the length of this face will be equal to the breadth of face 2, and the breadth of this side face will be equal to the breadth of face 3 or face 1. Have you all understood? And as the breadth of all these 3 faces is equal, that is why here also length is equal to breadth, and that is why we have squares as the side faces. In this question, you are asked to draw 2 nets of a closed cubicle box. Now, what is a closed cubicle box? A cubicle box whose all 6 faces are there will be called a closed cubicle box. Like, children, I have this cut out with me, and what do you observe? That there are 4 square faces in a line like this, and then there are 2 side faces. And second thing that you would have observed is all these 6 faces are square in shape. They are equal squares. So while drawing the net of a closed cubicle box, always remember that all the 6 faces are square in shape. There are 11 ways of drawing a closed cubicle box, and we are drawing only 2 of them. Now what is happening? Here these 4 faces in a line are in a sleeping position, and then we have these 2 side faces beside face 1 and face 4. Clear? And all these 6 are equal squares. Similarly, here these 4 squares are in a line like this, and the 2 side faces are beside face 4, adjacent to face 4. In this question, we are asked to draw 2 nets which will not fold into a cubicle box. So students, the things that we are required to keep in mind while drawing the net of a cubicle box, we'll ignore all those things. Fine. So I have drawn 6 faces, but what do you observe? That 3 faces are drawn in a line, and beside those 3 faces there is one more line. So you just visualize, and you will find that this will never fold into a cubicle box. Even this one, the 2 side faces are drawn on the same side, so it will not fold into a cubicle box. You can draw all the 6 faces in a line like this. Then also the net will not fold into a cubicle box. Now try to be creative here and draw more nets which will not fold into a cubicle box. That's it for today, my dear children. Bye-bye, and take good care of yourself.